Perish Trap is considered one of the most difficult strategies in competitive Pokemon. However, this strategy can be seen everywhere nowadays, from Japan to Europe to even USA. But the question is how and what changed? Let's talk. Perish Trap consists of two parts. First part is Perish and the second part is Trap. Let's talk about the Perish first. Perish means the move Perish Song. Because of this move, every Pokemon hearing this song will faint after 3 turns, including the user. So, this move isn't used normally. Secondly, there are only a handful amount of Pokemons who get this move. Also, if the Pokemon switches out, the timer cancels out. So, the only thing the opponent needs to do is to just switch out their Pokemon, and they are free from the perish. Perish song won't get anything from that. And that's where the trapping part comes in. To successfully get kills from Perish Song, we need to trap the opposing Pokemons. And there is only one way to trap Pokemons properly, which is the ability Shadow Tag. Okay, there is Arena Trap too, but it has many issues, so no one normally uses that. So, Shadow Tag is an ability which prevents opposing Pokemon from switching out. As a result, they cannot get rid of their Perish counter. But Shadow Tag also has some issues. Firstly, it doesn't trap ghost type Pokemons. And secondly, if a Pokemon uses switching out moves like U turn or parting shot, they can still switch out and get rid of the counter. I think you can see why this is so difficult strategy, but still, this is being used a lot. For that, we need to talk about the Pokemons eligible to do the trap. There are normally two regular Pokemons who get Shadow Tag, Gothitelle and Wobbuffet, who are not in Pokemon Champions. But there is one Mega who gets the Shadow Tag ability, which is Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is one of the best Megas in the current meta because how versatile it is. Firstly, a fantastic typing because it's not only immune to Fake Out because of its Ghost typing, it can also take out Mega Eternal Flowout because of its Poison typing. Secondly, it's very fast and very strong, but most importantly, it has a vast amount of move pool from Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Icy Wind, Taunt, Disable, Will-O-Wisp, and the best one, Perish Song. Yes, Mega Gengar can do both Perish part and Trapping part alone. Gengar is one of the main reasons behind the resurgence of the Perish trap. Mega Gengar is not the only Pokemon who can do the work. A frog from Johto can also set the stage. Politoed. Politoed is a very good supportive Pokemon because it is very bulky and it can tank some moves and sing the Perish song. Also, it has the ability Drizzle, which sets up rain. Weather is very good component in the current meta. Politoed can shut down other weathers because it is normally slower than others. It also has a good depth of move set. Weather Ball can deal a good amount of damage in any weather. Encore forces opponents to use their previous move. It has a very good synergy with Disable by Mega Gengar because Disable from Mega Gengar can literally force other Pokemons to struggle. Muddy Water hits both Pokemons and Hypnosis is always a nightmare to deal with it. These two Pokemons are the stars of the show, but they also need some supporting cast, like Incineroar. Incineroar with Intimidate lowers opposing attacks. Fake Out helps them to sing the song safely. Parting Shot can provide them a safer switch out and keep the Shadow Tag active. Sneasler is another Fake Out option. These four Pokemon have such a good synergy to pull up the trap. Double Fake Out option is available here. Sneasler can take out Dark type Pokemons that are normally super effective against Gengar. Gengar takes out the Psychic type mons to help Sneasler, and also the Fighting type mons for Incin. Politoed can take out the ground type Pokemons for Gengar, and Incin can take out the grass types for Politoed. However, there is another Mon to talk about. It doesn't care about the perish part, but loves the trapping part, which is Kama O. Kama O has the ability Soundproof, which is not affected by perish song. That's why Kama O can set up in front of opponents during the perish song. It doesn't need to switch out. After setup, It can one or two shot most probably anything. It can set up Clangora Soul and hit any mon with Clangora Scales, or it can set up Iron Defense and go for a body press setup too. Kamao loves the support from Gengar because it can take out the fairy types Kamao is normally weak to. The last Pokemon slot is actually very flexible because normally a fairy type Pokemon comes in, or maybe a second Mega can also take the place. We have seen multiple Perish Trap teams in the meta already. In the Indianapolis regionals, a Perish Trap team finished top 32 in the board. It had Tinkaton as the sixth option. In Japan Nationals, another Perish Trap finished second and lost the finals just because of luck. It had Mega Frostlass with Aurora Veil or Chaladon to use in the rain and Sinistra for more support instead of Sneasler and Kamao. And in the Turin Special, we saw two Perish Trap teams finishing in top 16. One finished in top 10, and the other one finished first actually. A Perish Trap team won the entire tournament there. The trainer was Marco Silva. He had Mega Flowette as the sixth mon and he used King Gambit instead of Politoed. King Gambit was a very good option there because it could take out many Pokemons and it is also a great counter to Intimidate and Icy Winds, etc. etc. Mega Gengar is such a powerhouse that a single part of the Perish Trap sang a solo performance and still won the tournament under guidance of a great one. This is how strong the symphony of the song is. Yes, it's not the best team of the current meta. There are a lot of counters to this. As I mentioned, King Gambit can take out Mega Gengar. Currently, Mega Charizard Y teams are very stronger than this one. But still, Perish Trap is fearlessly staring down the meta, wanting to win and win more. At the time of recording, NAIC is going on, and only a couple of Perish Traps I think made into day 2. But I do think Perish Trap still has the strength to win tournaments. Maybe the NAIC, I'm not sure, and most probably the World Championship of 2026 too. Now, we don't know who will bring the orchestra on the stage, but we do know that Perish Trap, which was once a rare sighting in the Pokemon VGC tournaments, has become a force that cannot be ignored. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch another explanation video, check out my video on how Mega Glamora won an in-person tournament in Asia. If you have any recommendations or any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below, and thank you.